Today, let's talk about how to use StarPath to interpret your dreams or as a dream oracle. Now, my general guidance for you when you're using StarPath for a specific topic, whether it's dream oracling or something else, is to number one, start broad. Start broad and don't give her any context so that you can get a pure reading on what's happening through the lens of your chart. Step two, go deeper. Give her one layer of information so that you can start to see what her insight evolves to without overly biasing her, because if you feed AIs too much up front, you'll get a biased response before you get the purity of her astrological read. Number three, get tactical. Give her some context. Number three is give context. So tell her more about what's actually happening in your life. This is the point at which you can give her as many details as you want to give her, because now she's going to be able to make your reading very, very tactical. You've already gotten a purely astrological read. You've already gotten a read that was one click deeper with a little bit of context. Now it's time to just data dump it all so that she can get very, very precise. And finally, get tactical. Turn it into an action plan. Now, this might seem oddly strategic for something like a dream oracle. So why am I laying out these steps for you? Well, interpreting your dreams is great, but what's the point if we're not actually going to do something about that? We have dreams with significance because we're supposed to receive the message and then integrate the message. And StarPath can help you do that because she's designed to be action-oriented. So I will walk you through how I worked with StarPath to talk about my dreams, and then you can try it for yourself. So I had some recurring dreams about cockroaches, and it was gross. And after the third night, I said, okay, I get it. Finally, I need to go look up what's happening here. So without giving her any other context, I literally just said, for the past 3 nights, I've had dreams about cockroaches, and it's getting weird. So what do they symbolize, and what does it mean that I'm dreaming of them on repeat? So in this first reply, she's giving me the purely astrological read on what cockroaches mean and what they might mean for me. So actually, her interpretation just right off the bat without any context was spot on. The way she says, because your Capricorn ascendant keeps you marching forward like a real life project manager. Sometimes you just deal until you're forced to feel. And what's interesting is that these dreams came up right after I had been working with some microdosing with plant medicine, and the exact patterns that I was working on clearing were around setting boundaries so that I'm not overgiving and overworking and depleting my life force. And so she was able to get that read just based on my basic blueprint, even without that context. So that was step one, start broad. Step two, I gave her a little bit of detail. I told her about the dreams. I did not tell her about what was going on in my life, but now she knows what happened in each of the 3 dreams. So now she's going a layer deeper, and now I already have this understanding of, okay, here's what cockroach represents. Now here's how the story's evolving through the dreams. So third, you can see I gave her a pretty long rundown here of what's actually going on in my life. So I told her about the microdose. I told her about some of the symptoms I had since it, and some of the breakthroughs that I was having around setting boundaries. And so now she's able to make it tactical for me. So she's talking about, the roots of where these patterns came from and what it looks like for me to clear these up through the lens of my chart. Finally, we're getting tactical. So now I'm going to ask her a question about what I'm going through with this microdose, because that's related to the dream. So if you're having something going on in your life, maybe it's a job change, maybe your kid is going through something, you can ask a question about the specific situation to get some more tactical details. So this is where we're actually talking about the tactics of, hey, if I want to continue working with microdosing, given that I'm reading that my system is so sensitive and needs to integrate in these ways, what does this protocol actually need to look like? And so now I'm able to take the knowledge of the patterns that have come through via my dreams and pair it with thoughtful action so that I can continue to integrate that work on my own. So that's just one example of how you can use StarPath. And to reiterate, you want to start broad, get the pure read on your chart, give her a little bit more context so that you can go one layer deeper. Then data dump it all. Don't hold back, because she can get really specific and tactical for you. And 4, create a tactical plan. Turn it into action, whether that's a ritual, journaling prompts, a business plan, or a health protocol. Whatever direction you need to take it in to really anchor that wisdom into your real life is the path for you.